Separate the cities of Eugene and Corvallis, but the number of barbs and shots thrown back and forth between these two institutions could fill a distance triple that size. What a matchup we have for you in the battle for the state of Oregon. Welcome to Corvallis, Reser Stadium, home of the Oregon State Beavers. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a squad from the American, the Oregon State Beavers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Beavers will boot it away to start the game. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Ducks offense will get the ball first. A program whose history is built on speed. Oregon just ran away from the Beavers last time.
And the Ducks were ready to play a year ago. They were ready for a war. They came out, they took it to Oregon State. They didn't back off, Jesse. That game meant a lot to them.
Yeah, and it just caught fire early, and Oregon State couldn't put the fire out. They had no answers. Every possession Oregon had, it seemed like they were going up and down the field. So a big challenge for Oregon State in this one is to try to get off to a great start.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43.
When you're running up the middle, you got so many big boys on the inside. When you run this toss out wide, it's nice because you get away from all the beef. You get to get on the perimeter, make some of those little guys make some tackles out wide. The running back really appreciates when you give him some tosses.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. There he goes. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. The Ducks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Looking for the score, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Ducks!
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Oregon State's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down. He started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David. Up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position one, objective number one today. Protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. It seems as if this old feud has been going on since Lewis and Clark set the foundation for the Oregon Trail. They've been playing since 1894, guys.
The game's been played for a long time, a lot on the line in the state of Oregon. Bragging rights, Jesse, for a whole year.
I feel like it's one of the rivalries in college football that maybe a lot of people don't talk about or really know about. But if you've ever been around this game and you know about the tradition and the history and the emotions surrounding this game, this is easily one of the best rivalries in college.
And the quarterback will take a sack back in the 36.
Really impressed with how this team has seized momentum here, playing on the road in this hostile environment. Their offense gets it first. They march down the field. They put up some points. And here's the defense now on their first drive, getting a critical sack on third down.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Pulls and fires complete. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that third down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get it blocked and maybe spring a guy free. But the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
On his way back from the 20. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He'll push his way out to the 38, pick up a 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. The Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
They'll send the back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Going over the top. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be third down.
Yeah, I just feel watching this offense, they need a big play. They need their confidence to get going, get the mojo going, considering they really struggled their last time out. They just don't seem to fit.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. Might be calling a hot route. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the right. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. And the Ducks decide to punt it away. This will be a 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wide out there on the slant.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Still on it. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want.
Lofts one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Beavers will send out the punt unit. Catch is made at the 15. He's got great speed. Touchdown, Oregon! Stealing a score on special teams. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn it on the gas. Great job, great return.
Final play of the quarter coming. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Casey. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him! And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And the Beavers will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
But how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy to the ground.
He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work. The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. This quarterback part of their running game. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Taking down at the 49.
They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Hey, man, I played with Tiki Barber and the Giants, Frank Gore and the 49ers, LaDainian Tomlinson in the Senior Bowl. These guys wanted to catch passes in our offense, even though they knew sometimes.
He's got it. Touchdown, Ducks. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the air on first down. Firing to the right, complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
They'll run play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Beavers will call on their punt team. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Hauls it in at the 25. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Fakes the grab on the left. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
And that's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Makes the grab. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. First down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. They want to run this quarterback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Ducks will have it 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And he misses. How about that, man? Like, it seems like everything he's thrown so far has worked, especially down here. He's already got 2 touchdown passes against this defense. So, guys, I'm kind of surprised when he misses down here.
Going for it all. And incomplete on the deep ball.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback...
Touchdown, Oregon! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go here between the Ducks and Beavers.
The Ducks will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Beavers have their offense in high gear. Off the play fake on first down. Rushes on him. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. On the move and looking deep. On target over the middle. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Casey. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do.
Turning it on! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quick release on the RPO. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the 2nd half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So,
oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Well, it took everything on defense to just get that guy down on the 1-yard line. He is a monster, Dave.
And if this offense, Jesse, is going to keep doing that, you better bring in reinforcements on that defensive line. Get some big boys because they're about to punch this thing in the end zone.
The Ducks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And the defense finally steps up, man. They've had a tough day down here near the goal line defending the pass. Like, he's already...
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks! This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon is trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off play action. Pressure coming. Trying to escape and get it himself. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
This This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Beavers will line up to punt it away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Wants to bring it back. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. To the ground with the back. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. On the run, it's Otis. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. They'll give it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Ducks will punt it away on 4th down.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the 2nd half to get back in this game?
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Clark. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks. Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Beavers will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. The Ducks send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Takes it on the return. Makes a move. He's going to run it all the way back, but this is going to wind up just being a conditioning drill. Flag down on the field, and this one almost certainly is going to come back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with the lone back. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They do.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. The Beavers will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He gets it away from his own end zone. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The Ducks line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. They're going to ride this running back. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Beavers getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Hawkins. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Caught in the backfield. It's Clark. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He stopped short of the 1st down, but he gets it into plus territory on the scramble, and now decision time on 4th. The Beavers decide to punt it away. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. And the Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to power their way ahead. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. With the clock running, this should be the final play. So as they've done so many times in this in-state rivalry, it is the Ducks who out